Hello and welcome back to English Touch. In today's video we're going to be looking at how to write an informal letter or email in part 2 of the writing. Welcome back. Our informal email or letter should be between 220 to 260 words. What is an informal email or letter? Well, it's a piece of writing that you're going to send to somebody, hypothetically, that you know pretty well. And the letter or email is going to be in response to the situation outlined in the task. It requires a response which is consistently appropriate for the target reader, so the person who you're sending the letter or email to. You should look to use an informal tone, so here we can use contractions, idioms, phrasal verbs, expressions, and we have to make sure we follow the points outlined in the task in a logical order. So let's have a look at an example structure that we could use when writing our informal email or letter. So at the top, we're going to write hi or dear Emma, John, Pete, and whoever we're writing to. Comma, leave a line. The first paragraph is going to be in reference to and state the reason for writing. So we could start by saying something like, thanks so much for your email or letter. As for your question about, and here whatever your friend or close relative has asked you, this is where you state it. You don't go into detail just yet. Paragraph 2, this is where we make suggestions or recommendations and give details and explanations. Firstly, comma, you wanted to know, and then write the first key content point that the writer wanted to know. Now, in contrast to that point, you could say, one problem might be when you arrive, the weather could be cold, you may have to order a taxi, etc., etc. You could introduce another topic point by saying something like, I'm sure you'll get a real kick out of, and then say something that the person, friend, family member might enjoy doing. And then in contrast, you could say, on the downside, it might be expensive. On the downside, it might be a problem because. Okay, so that was paragraph 2 and 3. Now the fourth paragraph is where we're going to give a suitable ending. Anyway, comma, I hope I've been helpful and answered your question or questions. Looking forward to seeing you, hearing from you, your visit, or get in touch if you need any more info. And then here is where we sign off. We end the email or letter appropriately. All the best if it's a friend of yours, or my love if it's a family member or a close relative or close friend, comma, leave a line, Joe, your name. Okay, so looking at that structure, we're going to have a go at tackling our own informal email or letter now. You receive this message from an English friend who is coming to stay in your home for a few weeks while you're away. Is there anything I need to know about keeping your home secure? And are there any household jobs or responsibilities that you need me to take care of? Also, what's the best way to get around in your area? Send me an email and let me know. So as you can see, I've underlined some of the content points that we need to address in the informal email. With the structure given, we could start our informal email with Dear Michael. Paragraph 1. Thanks so much for your email. It's good to know you'll be in my apartment while I'm away in Spain. As for your questions about my home and surrounding area, I hope the following information will be of use. Now we're starting our first body paragraph, paragraph 2, making suggestions, recommendations, remember? Firstly, you wanted to know how to get into the building. On arrival, you must press number 21. That's my neighbour Sean. He knows you're coming, so he'll hand over the keys. To hand over the keys means to give, but remember we want to use some phrasal verbs in this writing. One problem might be opening up, another phrasal verb, as the keyhole is a bit fiddly, so you may have to, and then you go on to elaborate a bit more on that point. When something is fiddly, it's usually quite difficult to kind of use or to adjust. Paragraph 3. I'm sure you'll get a real kick out of using my electric bike, which I'll leave in the garage for you, and you're more than welcome to take it to where there is a beautiful mountainous area in the Cotswolds. On the downside, there's a good chance it might be raining quite heavily, so I would bring a wet coat at least. Now here we're going to give it a suitable ending. I hope I've been helpful and answered your questions. Get in touch if you need any more info. All the best, Joe. So there we have it, guys. We've put our good structure into use here for writing our informal email or letter. So why don't you have a go now? You have to write an informal email to a person abroad who is planning to attend a family event in your country and needs more information. So using the structure that we've just used there, have a go at it yourself. And remember, okay guys, that's been all for today from English class. I hope this video has been very useful for you. If you do tackle the example task, let me know how you get on in the comment section below. Goodbye for now.